Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn Commerce with Namita. I am Namita Mane. In today's video, let us solve one example of income from house property. This example was asked in SPPU examination October 2024. So this is the example on the screen. Income from house property, SPPU examination TYBCom October 2024. From the following information, compute the income from house property of Mr. Ravindra for assessment year 24-25 from old tax regime. So we have to compute the income from house property for Mr. Ravindra. Now the following informations are given, that is municipal value is given 3,60,000, fair rent is given 3,70,000, annual rent is given 4,80,000, municipal tax paid 36,000, amount spent on repairs 36,000, then interest on capital borrowed 1,80,000. Now based on this information, we will compute the income from house property for Mr. Ravindra for the assessment year 24-25 as per the old tax regime. Now to solve or to compute the income from house property, there are these following steps. Total 4 steps are there. According to these steps, we will compute the income from house property. Now in the first step, we have to find the expected rent. Okay, now to find the expected rent, we have to find the maximum from the following. That means maximum value or maximum amount from these two things, from these two, like from municipal value and fair rent. Now how much is the municipal value? Municipal value is 3,60,000. Municipal value 3,60,000. Now fair rent is given. How much is fair rent? 3,70,000. 3,70,000. Now from these two things, from municipal value and fair rent, whichever is the higher amount or maximum amount, that will be a maximum value. 3,70,000 is the maximum. Now second, in first step, the next step which you have to do is find a minimum of the following. Now from minimum of the following means maximum amount and standard rent. Now maximum amount we got 3,70,000. Okay, now standard rent, is there any standard rent given? No. So standard rent is not given. So NA. Now from these two things, that is what is remaining? 3,70,000 is remaining. Okay, so that is a reasonable expected rent. A reasonable expected rent we got 3,70,000. Now next step is find the rent received or rent receivable. Now annual rent, how much is the annual rent? 4,80,000 is the annual rent. 4,80,000 annual rent. So final value we got 4,80,000. Okay. Now step number 3 is what? Compare step 1 and step 2. That means step 1 value we got 3,70,000 and step 2 value we got 4,80,000. From these two things, from step 1 and step 2, whichever is greater or higher, that will be the value for the step 3. Okay. 4,80,000 is the higher value. Now is there any from step 3? Step 4 is what? Less loss due to vacancy. So is there any vacancy? House is vacant? No. So not given. So put NA. Now final value what is remaining? 4,80,000 is a gross annual value. Okay, I hope you have understood the steps how we got gross annual value. Okay. Now from this gross annual value, we have to less municipal tax paid by the owner. How much is the tax paid? 36,000 the tax is paid. 36,000 tax is paid. Now 4,80,000 minus 36,000, we get 4,44,000. This is our net annual value. Now from this net annual value, we have to do the deduction under section 24. So under section 24, we have to deduct standard deduction and interest on borrowed capital. So standard deduction as per section 24 subsection A, that is 30% of net annual value. So how much is the net annual value? 4,44,000 is the net annual value. So 30% of net annual value, we get 1,33,200. Okay. Then next is interest on borrowed capital. How much is the interest on borrowed capital? 1,80,000. 1,80,000 is the interest on borrowed capital. Now less this 2 from 4,44,000, we get remaining 1,30,800. So 1,30,800 is our income from house property. Okay. So in this way, we have to compute the income from house property. So this example is for total 10 marks. Okay. So according to these steps, you have to find the income from house property. I hope friends you have understood this example. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, like and share the video, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the latest notification.